Zach LaVine bold predictions after bombshell Kings trade. Zach LaVine has been traded by the Bulls and he is headed to Sacramento. Well, it finally happened. On Sunday night, the Chicago Bulls traded Zach LaVine to the Sacramento Kings. The deal was finalized on Monday when the Bulls waived both Torrey and Chris Duarte. This was a three-team trade that also involved the San Antonio Spurs. Kevin Huerter, Trey Jones, and Zach Collins are coming over to the Bulls in the trade. This move was a long time coming as LaVine had been at the forefront of trade rumors for multiple seasons, but the Bulls have been reluctant to make a move. This year, it seems like they are going all in. Zach LaVine has been the best player on the Bulls this year, so some people might be wondering why a team that is struggling would want to trade him away. LaVine has been one of the best players on the team since he came to Chicago back in 2017, but the Bulls haven't been able to accomplish anything significant since then. In recent years, the team has been stuck in a vortex of mediocrity. That's why LaVine has been at the center of trade rumors for so long. It was clear that the Bulls weren't going to win anything significant this year either, as this is a season that Bulls fans have seen before. The team is currently 21-29 and in 10th place in the Eastern Conference. Another play-in tournament berth could be in store this year, but that will likely lead to another early exit before the playoffs like each of the past two seasons. The Bulls haven't been bad enough to get a draft pick that is good enough to change the team, and they haven't been good enough to compete for championships. Without making some big moves, that trend will continue. That's why the Zach LaVine trade happened. The Bulls know that it is time to start building for the future, and there will likely be some more moves made throughout the week as the NBA trade deadline approaches. Now LaVine's time in Chicago is over. It never worked out how Bulls fans wanted it to, but the city of Chicago is still thankful for what LaVine was able to do for the organization. He has always been not only one of the best players on the team, but also in the league. He is as explosive as they come, and he is a highlight waiting to happen. The Bulls are going to miss LaVine. LaVine has been in the NBA since 2014 as he was drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves with the 13th overall pick in the 2014 NBA draft. LaVine spent the first 3 years of his career with the Timberwolves, and he had been with the Bulls ever since until this trade. Since coming to the Bulls, LaVine has been elite. He has averaged over 20 points per game in 6 of his 8 seasons in Chicago. His best year came in 2020-21 as he averaged over 27 pick. Now LaVine's time in Chicago has come to an end, and he is going west to play for the Kings. LaVine is going from the team that is in 10th place in the Eastern Conference to the team that is in 10th place in the Western Conference. The Kings are currently clinging to that final play-in spot with a 24-24 record, but they are tied with the Golden State Warriors. It's going to be interesting to see what this Kings can do for the remainder of this season now that Zach LaVine has joined the team, and it will be exciting to see what they are able to do in the future as well. Here are 3 predictions for LaVine now that he is taking his talents to Sacramento. The Kings will not make the postseason with Zach LaVine this year. The Kings added a star to the team by acquiring Zach LaVine, but they did lose De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs in the trade. If LaVine and Fox were teaming up in Sacramento, that would be an intriguing development that could paint the Kings in a different light. However, with one star leaving and one star coming, it's hard to imagine a ton of things changing for this team that quickly. Teams like the Warriors are more desperate to make a run at the playoffs this season, and there are many rumors about potential trades involving Golden State. They will pull ahead of the Kings in the standings, and Sacramento will not find itself in the postseason. The Kings will make the playoffs with Zach LaVine next year. Next year could be different for the Kings. There will be more time for Sacramento to build around what they currently have, and they can bring in some more talent in the offseason in the NBA draft and in free agency. Don't expect LaVine and the Kings to win all next year, but they could definitely be a playoff team.